Hello, everyone, and welcome into the beautiful studios. Well, the studios of KALV in beautiful Alva, Oklahoma, and I mean that. Now, as you know, let me catch you up on a couple of things. Hang with me just a second. I got a text from a guy that says, "What's the song you're playing on your radio station about Freedom, Oklahoma?" Well, it's not about Freedom, Oklahoma. It's the name of the song is Northwest Oklahoma is the Salt of the Earth. And it was recorded back in the day. And that takes care of that little piece of information. You won't hear that on an awful lot of radio stations, I'm thinking. Pretty doggone sure. So, as you know, we always do chamber chats with Jody Brott, one half of the dynamic duo, the co-directors of the Alva Chamber of Commerce, on Mondays, except when we don't. And when we don't, then we do it on Wednesdays, which we are. And Jody will be here at noon. We always do, always, Rose and Ben on Thursday. And the reason for that is simple. Morning shows in radio are, generally speaking, depending on how cool the people are and how they can get their contracts done, generally speaking, from 6 to 9, Monday through Friday. So most of my life, I've been inside of that somehow, flying traffic or being part somehow. And it's a bit of a pain. Now, it's not as big a pain as breaking ice on a tank and caking cattle. It's not that kind of a deal, but it is an early morning job. And as Rose and I have talked, really, who wants that? Rose, at 91, has seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. In fact, married it. It's been a long, winding, wonderful, wonderful Rose. Now, Rose is a morning person.
Yes, yes, I am.
Rose, it's not your turn yet, Rose.
Oh.
It is not your turn.
Take that back.
Oh, wait, I forget. It's the Rose and Ben show. You can come in anytime. You got something to say?
No.
Okay. I'll be right back. Rose, at 91, has wisdom galore. And is fine spreading it freely. And that's what we're going to do here. So what we are, between the two of us, is 168 years of fall down 7 times, get up 8, the thrill of victory, the agony of defeat, the good, the bad, and the ugly, as I mentioned. And what we are is the latest, most mature morning show in the world. 11 o'clock, Thursdays, 1 hour. That's it. Now, we may have to expand because there's a podcast company chatting. They want to do 2 hours, and there's papers to sign and stuff. But today, we're always here on Thursday, except when we aren't, which is right now. We're here on Wednesday with the Rose and Ben show, working without a net. Rosie.
Yes.
How in the world are you?
Oh, I'm just great. It's a good
You got
day.
your hair done. You look about 16.
Oh, yeah. I had my eyes lifted and all that stuff.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Is that a figure of speech, or did you really have your eyes lifted?
Had them lifted because I couldn't see.
You know? Some things just got to be responded to.
Yeah. That's a fact. They did it. I got the idea from Lenny. What's your name? Arden.
Our guest, one of them, will be Arden Chafee, and that's who she's referring to.
Yes.
Excuse me. Where'd you get this done, Rosie?
We at a lady at Oklahoma City. It was constricting my sight. I went and already Arden did it first.
Arden's had it done.
Yes.
But his was to win a beauty contest. Yours was to be able to see out, right?
I think so. Do you have a comment on that, Arden?
It was worth every bit of it, and it has improved my vision measurably. Yes. And it was so good that my wife did it too.
It was so good that what, Arden? Your wife did what?
She had her eyelids lifted too.
Ah, the best kind of advertising, right
Well,
there.
that's
Word of mouth.
right. But the lady's quite good at Oklahoma City.
Okay, in the 13-county metro, and I think they've now grown it to 20, but I'm not sure, there's about 1.4 million. Do you think you could narrow that down just a little bit to this lady? Does the lady have a name and a place to work, and would you recommend her or not, and so on?
It's the Oklahoma Oculoplastic Clinic, and her name evades me at this time. But I see a Christina Hirsch there regularly for checkups.
What part of town's that in, Arden?
It's in the north part of Oklahoma City.
Okay. Well, we got it narrowed down a little bit. So
Yes.
if you really want to get your eyes fixed, talk to now.
Yes.
My guy, I had lens replacement surgery. I was doing the advertising for Advanced Laser Center, Dr. John Bellardo. I don't know, 30 years ago. So that's my guy. Advanced Laser Center, Dr. John Bellardo.
And you had yours? Oh, okay.
No, I had lens replacement.
So you could see better?
Yes, and it also prevents future cataract possibilities.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah. All right. Well, we never know really where we're going on this
That's
deal.
right.
We ended it. We're right now at about 122nd and Penn in Oklahoma City at Advanced Laser Center. So let's see if we can bring her back in just a little bit here. Say if you listened to the radio last night, or if you watched it on your phone or your device, Cade Kennedy back in rare form, O'Keene Whippets, and the Winoka Railroaders. You know, rather than talk about the game for just a minute, Cade, I got to tell you that some of these facilities are just amazing. I mean, Winoka has a great campus. That O'Keene campus, high school campus, is really a sight to behold. There's not anything but new buildings on it.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you've got your football field, you have the new basketball gym. I keep saying new. It's 6 years old. That's still relatively new for most high school gyms. And then it's turned into a little addition. There's houses out there now, these beautiful houses that they've built and all this. It is a truly nice little complex that they've built.
So we had Mother Teresa on the camera last night. Man, she did a good job. Good camera work. And you did an excellent job. You know what we're trying to do is to be able to represent the young people in the community so that if people want to keep up with them, whether it's playing ball or showing sheep or whatever it is, we'll be there to provide the community image. And some games are just more fun than others. And when one gets when the lead is around 50, it's it gets a little tough. But you did a good job.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
So we are here today for a couple of reasons. So let's get to the important ones. We did a promotion. What was the date on that thing? It was the December what was that? Me neither. First week or so of December. We did a promotion called Paws and Claws Christmas Photo Contest. And Claus is the last name of Santa Claus. Laura Bradford, who is dashing back to their ranch to unload dog food and such that's being shipped in today, was here to be on with us, and the dog food shipment came in. But her place right across the street pretty much across the street from our digital sign there at McClure's agency here on Oklahoma Boulevard, 131 East Oklahoma Boulevard, I believe is the address for McClure's, and across the street at 140 is what's the name of her place? Oh,
Salt Fork.
Yes, Salt Fork Designs. Woo! So Laura designed the set, And we did 20 by appointment visits with pets. It turned out there were all dogs, but we would have taken others. We did 20 sets, 20 photo shoots with Santa and Mrs. Claus. Put them up on the digital sign. Put them on Laura Radford Photography Facebook page, and you, the public, voted for what dog. Now, we didn't put the owners in these, though the owners got a picture that that Laura provided of them with their puppy and on the set with Santa and Mrs. Claus. And the winner is with us today. Now, the winner is a dog, and so he's not directly here, but his owner is. So
He's out in the pickup.
he's out in the pickup. You think he wants to come in, Kurt?
He can. He'd behave.
He would?
Yeah.
Well, we've got a commercial break coming up. Let's see if he wants to come in here in a little bit. But we'll get started here and go a little bit, okay?
All right.
So you know Kirk Treacle. He's been on with us before. Actually, Rosie, you do the introduction better because he he does live next door,
Well,
doesn't
yes, he's my neighbor, and he has this black dog that he went clear to Texas to get, and he takes him everywhere he goes, and he's growing up to be a big black dog and a nice black dog. And is that a German Shepherd?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
What's the puppy's name?
Bear.
Like the bear.
Yeah, the day I got him, I sent some pictures home of him being a little puppy in my arms, and my son said he looks like a little bear, and I said, Bear it is.
Bear it is. Bear it is. That's it. So how old's Bear now?
Bear is 7 months, almost 8 months, about 7 3/4.
And are you a puppy through your first year? I really don't know when puppyism drops off.
Well, they say a German Shepherd's not full grown till he's a year and a half old, but he's majority of the way there. So it probably, his frame is probably about grown, full grown, but he probably gained a lot of mass, muscle, and weight yet, I think.
Rosie tells me that you work with Bear just almost continually.
Yeah, our family had a black German Shepherd that died July 4th. My daughter had asked me, "Are you going to get another dog, Dad?" Her name was Bullet, and Bullet was in poor health because of age, and I said, "Brittany, probably not, just because one thing and another, and you have to board them when you go somewhere." Well, I was totally lost. Bullet and I spent a lot of time together and was a real close companion. So 5 days later, I find myself headed to Texas to pick up this puppy.
Where are we going in Texas?
Wills Point.
Well, everybody knows where that is. Where is that?
It's east of Dallas, Fort Worth area.
So not the handiest drive, but not 15 hours either.
Well, the beauty of that was Bear and I had a lot of bonding time on the way home. That little puppy laid on my leg the whole way home, not any bigger than a football.
Right.
And by the time we got home, I was his new mother.
Right.
And so it's all worked out well. And matter of fact, it was very good training for him because he is the best riding dog. Since then, he's been over 16,000 miles with me, and he is the best rider that you could ever ask for. He behaves himself. He'll set up in the pickup seat and just look out the window, and when he's done with that, he'll lay down and go to sleep. And a lot of times he'll put his chin on your arm and lay down, or it doesn't matter. If my wife's riding with me, he'll find one of us to snuggle up with and go to sleep.
That's all good, man. That is all good. So So Laura Radford put out the search on Facebook, and then we did on the sign and on KALV about this picture thing, and it kind of took on a life of its own. In fact, let me tell you just quickly, the second place dog. Now we took 20 groups. No, we didn't. We took 19. We had 19 competitors. We took 20 sets of pictures, but one of them was not in competition. They just wanted a picture, particularly for Christmas gifts and so on. 2 of the entrants were puppies, a group of puppies that one of them was 3 weeks old. Just the cutest thing. And watching a great photographer work it's like watching any kind of an artist. You can just get caught up in their talents. Laura can bring out. Well, okay, so picture there is a one of those little red flyer wagons, little kid wagons, and in it are, I think, 11 mini Aussie puppies. I think they were. I mean, they're 3 weeks old. I may not even have the breed right, but there's 11 puppies in a little wagon at the base of the feet of Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus. And Laura got all 13 of those, Santa, Mrs. Claus, and 11 puppies, to look up and smile at the same time.
Oh, my goodness.
It was the darndest picture that you've ever seen. It was just a beautiful thing. Almost every pet that came in was well behaved. A lot of them had been through the obedience school that Laura and her husband run. And Kirk, you know the nuts and bolts of that, so help us with it, will you?
Okay. Well, a German Shepherd is pretty wild and full of energy, a lot more so than a lot of other dog breeds, and I needed all the help I could get. They're also very intelligent, and so I was aware that the dog could learn probably a lot more than I had the ability to teach it. And when I learned about the class, I enrolled, and the basic class, which I think Laura said is full.
That's out here at the Tech Center, right?
Yes. Yep. It's a metal building just south of the Votech. And then they'll have an intermediate class after that. And they help you teach the basic things like to lead on a leash loosely without pulling, set, lay, stay, and a lot of those things. And then in the advanced class, stay at a distance is one of the things that's harder to do because you're not right near the dog, and just shore up some of the other things. One of the things that you just get a dog bowl and turn it upside down and teach the dog to step up on it. And my thought at first was, what's the benefit of the dog doing that? But it made a whole lot of sense to me when they explained it. It's you're teaching the dog to learn, and once the dog learns to learn, it's a whole lot easier to get it to learn new things. So that was just one of the things that we did. And
and they've got a session. You said this one is full, but it runs until like close to March, and there's another session that you can sign up for. I got that right?
Yes, and I'm not sure how the schedule works on the upcoming class, but the one I was in, just the very following week went right into the next one. So you didn't skip a week, you just kept going.
So if you need to know, this is a presentation actually done by the Votech. So, I mean, Laura and Kevin will provide the teaching, but if you're trying to schedule your pup in there or get things answered, just give them a call to Votech. Would I be right there?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, Kirk, we are going to attempt to keep the lights on this place here for 60 seconds. Would you invite Bear to come on in and come back and have him join us?
Yeah.
We are broadcasting live. It's the Rose and Ben Show, always heard on Thursdays, except when it's not. We'll be back.
It's Rose and Ben on KALV.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company, older than Oklahoma, big enough to serve you and small enough to know you.
We love to give back to our customers. Did you know Alva State Bank offers a great rewards checking account program? That's right. You can earn cash back or high interest with our Kasasa accounts. We will even refund you up to $25 in ATM fees.
How do I qualify?
It's simple. Just swipe your debit card 12 times, sign up for online statements, and have one ACH credit or debit post to your account.
Can I do it online?
Yes. Just visit our website at www.alvastatebank.com to see if our Kasasa Rewards program is right for you. We make banking easy. Whether you're at home, the office, or in your car, our online or mobile banking options help you juggle busy schedules and financial needs.
We plant roots where others have branches.
Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
This is Rose and Ben on KALV.
Welcome back. It's Rose and Ben, always on Thursdays at 11, except, of course, when it's not. And this is a when it's not. Cade Kennedy, Associate SID of NWOSU, is our producer director today. Cade returning from on the road with Railroaders basketball last night. And Cade, you have Railroaders basketball coming up, and there's give us a report too on Northwestern. It's about time that we do something on the hill, hasn't it?
Yeah, we are getting there. So we'll start with Winoka. We'll have Winoka basketball again on Friday. They traveled down to Ringwood, so just 20 miles away from where they were last night, taking on Ringwood teams that kind of are in the same boat. Younger teams kind of just still trying to figure their footing out. Should be two good games on Friday. And then on the Northwestern side, road trip this week, going to Monticello tomorrow are the Lady Rangers and Rangers for basketball. And then Saturday, they will be down in Magnolia taking on Southern Arkansas. So two big games there, trying to pick up some more wins in conference play. And then next Thursday, so the 22nd, 5:30 and 7:30, one of the big ones, Southwestern coming to town.
And it really doesn't make any difference. I mean, you hear this promoted with different rivalries a lot, but in all sports. But that's really the case here. It doesn't make any difference what the records are or what the sport is when these two clubs meet, when these two schools meet. It is a rivalry.
It absolutely is. I mean, it is usually one of the best atmospheres we have of the whole season. Both teams absolutely want to win this game. It should be a very fun one next week.
And both of them, I can't think of a better word, decent, not magnificent, but building along. The girls are coming along close to magnificent.
They are. Lady Rangers still number one in the Great American Conference right now. It's hard to think we're almost halfway through conference play already, but after next week, we will have the first round done. Then they'll do the second round where they just flip all the dates, basically. But it's hard to think. We're just continuing to move along, and then in 2 weeks, baseball season gets going, softball season gets going, track starts next week. It's about to get really busy, really quick.
It stays really busy. People out here just stay hooked up so they don't have to remind themselves to go get hooked up. I mean, it is one thing after another. It's the Rose and Ben Radio Rodeo Roundup, and it's time to refer to rodeo because this has nothing to do with rodeo. It just fits in well to say rodeo, and so on. But we were to have previous, and I got sick, my fault, the new breakaway roping champion of the world, Taylor Munsell on this radio show. She is a Alva, Oklahoma resident. She doesn't reside here very often because she is in the pickup with the trailer hooked up right now. They're pulling into, or have pulled into, I guess today, somewhere in California to do another futurity. Rosie, Taylor's life has always been professionally very, very busy. But as a world champion, she has problems of abundance now.
Oh, really?
Oh, scheduling. Everybody wants her.
I bet so.
Everybody wants her. And she'll visit us when she can, and we'll be glad when that happens.
You bet.
So Kurt went to the pickup and brought Bear in. Bear is, as he sits beside Kurt, about up to Kirk's chest from the floor. So is he full grown stature wise, Kirk? I mean, I know he's not totally filled out, but he is a bear. He is a bear.
I would like to comment on when he looks at his master, he makes eye contact with him.
Oh yeah.
He knows who it is. But I didn't know dogs made eye contact.
Oh,
like
you're
that.
kidding.
No.
So with some training, most breeds now not all, but most breeds can catch on to about 250 signals of sorts. You know, there is a dog whisperer. You can catch him on Cesar Millan's his name. You can catch him on YouTube and wherever. But he will take a dog that he has trained, Rosie, and you know these little stuffed toys?
Yes.
All kinds of different.
Yes.
He'll take 250 of those and throw them in a room. Just throw them on the floor. And he will tell the dog, go get your banana. And in the midst of this 250, there will be a stuffed banana that the dog it's a dog's toy. And the dog will sort around. It won't take very long at all. And he'll get his banana. You can train some breeds physically. What am I trying to say? Personally, up to about the what would be the equivalent IQ of a 3-year-old.
A what?
A 3-year-old.
Oh,
person,
okay.
A 3-year-old person.
Yes.
So think about when you had a 3-year-old, and well, for you, let's see. Okay, don't think
Came
about
on
that.
the Mayflower there.
No, don't think about that at all.
I would like to say something nice about this.
Well, how could you not? Look at the beautiful thing.
The nice thing about him is he lives next door to me, and I don't hear him barking all the time. Does he ever bark?
Oh, he'll bark whenever he hears something. He stays in the house. That was one commitment I made whenever Bullet, our previous dog, stayed in the pen outside, and she was trained not to bark. But I always felt bad because wasn't able to spend as much time with the dog as I wanted. So I kind of made a commitment when I went and got Bear that I was going to spend a lot of time with Bear. And he stays in the house with us. And the only time he barks is when he thinks you've got an intruder or we've got an intruder, and then he'll let us know, but he doesn't get too carried away.
Well, that's good.
I was sick the last couple of weeks, and when I would roll to the edge of the bed, and I have 3 dogs. I have 2 French bulldogs and a corgi. I would roll to the edge of the bed pitifully and look over the edge. There would be 6 eyes looking up at me like, okay, man, are you coming out of it? Are you getting out of it? We got some stuff to do here. Let's go. Great, great, great companions. The girls, Kirk, that took care of my dogs when I was doing radio in Elk City, Woodward, like that. Really 2 interesting gals, but they show the name of their farm is Win, like Win Championships, Win Farms, and they show champion German Shepherds. So I've gotten to watch them train some. And it's, I mean, German Shepherds are so smart, so smart, and want to be trained, don't they?
Yes. I think I'm probably the limiting factor in what he'll learn. And that's one reason that I feel real fortunate to have been able to get in Lauren Kevin's class. And I'd like to be able to continue to work with him. One thing they challenged us to after we left was to train them when the doorbell rings. You don't want them going to the door and getting up in your business and the person that's at the door. So train them to go get in their spot. And they challenged us with that whenever we left the class. And now when the doorbell rings, Bear will run and get in his bed and stay there till we tell him to get up.
That's incredible. That's incredible. I had an issue in my mind. Most of my issues are in my mind, you know, and most of my problems certainly are in my mind. If it comes to areas of sex and intimacy, as much as like 99% of my total life is in my mind. But I'm watching a TV commercial, and it was for Chewy.com, who does pet foods and stuff. And they got a ringing doorbell in their commercial. I went, you are idiots. You have just sent 100 million dogs crazy every time this commercial runs. And no kidding, they got enough feedback from it that you don't see any doorbells now on Chewy.com commercials. I mean, you know, I saw that this post of this dog, you know, standing by the door going, it'll ring. And I'll bark. I'm right here. It'll ring. You know, that's the key. We are with Kurt Treacle and Bear. Bear's in the studio with us. Kurt, as you know, this is Rose and Ben. It's always on Thursdays, except when it's not. And you have won the grand prize. And the grand prize is a $100 gift certificate from 818 Diner. So as I pulled in today, about 10 minutes before we went on the air, I was getting out of my pickup and the phone rang, and it was the Godfather, Don Parsons. And he said, did you go by the diner and pick up that gift certificate this morning? I went, no, I didn't. So, Kirk, on behalf of Rose and Ben, I want to tell you that when you get out of here, go to the 818 Diner and pick up your Grand Champion Award, a $100 gift certificate, which is nothing to be sneered at. Good food at the 818 Diner.
And that's a delightful winning. My goodness.
Yes, it is.
So Rosie, you almost got to be a trophy girl again, but I forgot to pick up the trophy.
Well, I'm sure he'll be happy to pick it up, won't you?
Oh, yeah.
We appreciate you, man, and thank you for all you do for the community. To people that don't know who Kurt Treacle is, I don't know this, but I imagine you can Google him and find out. He is a heck of a guy. And Kirk, thanks you once again for joining us. Any famous last words? Not that these will be your forever last words.
Well, maybe an idea for a future show.
I'm ready.
Sean Lear asked me the other day if I'd ever heard anything about the concerts at the Schroeder Ranch. And I said I was there in '83, and he showed me pictures he had taken of the two pieces of memorabilia you've got over here. So I posted a little deal on Facebook. I think it's You're From Alva If page. And there's been a lot of response on there.
Really?
And you might want to look at that page. And that was a long time ago, but I was there in '83. And
were you there, Bear? Bear wasn't there.
You know, that's one thing I've been working on, is teaching him to be quiet. So it's kind of hard to get him to say something right now.
Says, what do you want me to do here, Dad? Come on. What are we doing here? So what's the name of this Facebook page?
You know you're from Alva. Let's see. Give me just a minute to look
Sure.
it up.
Hey, Rosie, grab that microphone while he looks it up. We're going to take a break.
Okay.
We'll be back with the final fading few right after this on Rose and Ben, always on a Thursday, except when it's not.
It's Rose and Ben on KALV. Let's talk about your future. Are you looking for a career change or possibly training in computers, health careers, automotive, cosmetology, digital design, electrical trades, welding, or biomedical sciences? At Northwest Technology Center, we offer these programs for adults, high school, and homeschool students from Aline Clio, Alva, Canton, Cherokee, Fairview, Freedom, Ringwood, and Winoka. Call to enroll today at 580-327-0344 in Alva or 580-227-3708 in Fairview. Northwest Technology Center is preparing students for success in education, careers, and life. This is Rose and Ben on KALV.
It's the Rose and Ben Radio Rodeo Roundup that has nothing to do with rodeo, but hopefully one day will. And we are bidding adieu to Kirk Treacle and Bear, the prize winner. And now they'll go to the 818 Diner and pick up their prize. We're nothing if not expeditious. Is that a word? I think that's a word. You're a teacher.
I think it is.
I think
That's
it is.
a good word.
So next week, one of our guests will be Amanda Schroeder. We'll be talking about Share Medical Center and some other stuff that they have to offer, some good stuff. We got all kinds of things going on in the community this week, and we'll be talking about that at noon today with Jody Brott, the Chamber Chats. And in a minute, we're going to bring Arden Chafee on and talk about a political thing we got coming up. Kirk, thank you, man. It's always a pleasure. Always a pleasure.
Thanks for having me, and enjoyed it very much.
And congratulations on your big win. If you want to kiss the trophy girl, she's handy there. So
I already gave her a hug this morning when we
that
came
works.
in.
That works. That works.
Bear's going to have a lot of good dog food.
Bear is an exceptional human being, I'm telling you. Well, Bear, you are the man. No kidding. I mean, how many of us have won
Look at him. Look at
a beauty contest in our first year? Well, Rosie did, but I mean, Rosie and Bear.
Well, it's a mighty nice dog. Bear, you're a
Bear,
mighty
you're
nice
a
dog.
You're a mighty nice dog. We're going to be back to talk about an upcoming event of sorts. We'll be right back after this word from people who help us keep the lights on. And thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're listening to Rose and Ben on KALV.
Beatles New Beginnings Nursing Center is proud to offer comprehensive care solutions for those who matter most. From rehabilitation and palliative care to skilled nursing and long-term care, Beatles is committed to providing comfort, dignity, and peace of mind. Now, with a second location, the Beatles family continues its long-standing tradition of excellence, serving the people of Northwest Oklahoma with the same compassion and dedication they've been known for. Come by and see them at 720 North Share Boulevard in Alva. Beatles New Beginnings Nursing Center, your care, your comfort, your community.
This is Rose and Ben on KALV.
It is Rose and Ben on the radio. Thank you to those of you that have texted me this morning. I appreciate hearing from you very much. Cade Kennedy. Hey, Cade, is Mother Teresa making the photography move on this next basketball trip?
I sure hope so.
She's pretty good, isn't she?
She is. She's really good at what she does. As long as you pay her what she wants.
What does she want?
$1.
$1. Will she take a check?
I'm sure she would take a check for $1.
Okay. Tell her to get to the bank quickly. She needs to beat the Monday rush. She does good work, I'll tell you that. It's Rose and Ben on the radio. We're going to welcome in the former 16-year manager or mayor of the city of Alva, Arden Chafee. So, Arden, how in the world are you?
I'm doing great, and this was a family reunion or a class reunion of sort. Kirk and Laura had both been students of, well, let me put it this way. Kirk and Laura and I had all been in the 8th grade together.
Why would you put it any differently than that?
That makes me sound old.
You are old. We are old.
You know, it's a privilege, though. It's a privilege to grow old that some of our friends have not had.
That's true.
And though it comes with its hardships, like broken bones in your back and other things like your rheumatoid arthritis and artificial knees, it just comes with the territory, but it is a privilege.
You know, Rosie has taught me many things. Well, Rosie's taught me some stuff. I was a hippie before we became military age. And
really? Was that a figure of speech, or were you really a hippie?
I was really a hippie. I mean, me and...
Describe your long hair,
Oh, yeah.
hippie pants. Or...
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Oh, that's cool.
19-inch bells. Yeah, I got
Yeah.
them. Yeah, I got them. Plaid bells, 19 inches.
Did you have any Navy bell bottoms?
Yes, I did, and they were so plain.
How plain were they?
Well, back in that day, it was considered a disgrace to have holes in your jeans, so we didn't do anything like that. But they were so plain. So there was this woman, very old, probably 30 maybe, who was a seamstress type, and she had a magic sewing machine, and she sewed Tweety Bird on the side of my legs on my 19-inch bells. Tweety Bird was about a foot tall, about a foot across, in yellows and reds. It was a sight to behold. Yeah, I was big at Woodstock, and somebody said those are really unique, and so I took them off and gave them to them. Don't have them any longer.
That's a shame.
You were at Woodstock?
Yes, I'm a little sketchy on it. I've got a couple of pictures that I can produce, and beyond that, there's a fading image of Grace Slick and Jefferson Airplane singing about rabbits down in holes. I remember that because it was first thing in the morning one morning. I mean, first thing in the morning, like sunrise. But I'm a little sketchy. You can't ask me a whole bunch about it because I'm a little sketchy on details.
You traveled to Woodstock from Oklahoma?
Are you kidding me? One of the best trips that I ever had. There were a couple of us that were lacking just a few hours to be able to graduate up here. So we decided, what? Don't tell me you blew it. Well, okay, I won't. But so there's three of us living over here on Olive Street. I've lived 28 places in Alva, including your hospital, your museum. And I had one class at 10 a.m. on Wednesday. And I had just met with the professor who was telling me, look, this is not an important class. We can get you through it, but you really need to attend. So I had reaffirmed. So me and my two buddies are driving up and down Oklahoma Boulevard, and Jim Roseberry, who now lives in Pflugersburg, Texas, said to me and Tom, I wonder what they're doing in Sausalito. And 2 days later, I was announcing turtle races at Zach's Bar at the end of the bridge in Sausalito. And we spent the rest of the summer out there. I'm not sure how we got to this. Did you ask me something, Arden, or did I say something to you that spurred? Oh, we were talking about getting old, I think.
Oh, that spurs the conversation about lots of things.
Lots and lots of things.
Anyway, you were already out there when Woodstock, when you attended.
No.
You traveled? I asked you if you traveled to Oklahoma to go to that.
No, I traveled from here to there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just to go to the Woodstock.
Yeah, there wasn't a hell of a lot going on at Max Yasgur's farm other than...
Yes. And how many days were you there?
Oh, well, let's see. I might have to get back to you on some of this.
Well, just kind of a week or 4 days?
Oh, no. We were there concert-wise, 3 days,
Okay.
2 nights, or else 4 days, 3 nights.
Well.
I'll have to look at my little book is thinned out kind of over the
Okay.
years, but I still got some memorabilia.
You probably wouldn't have missed it for anything, would you?
Oh, we didn't have any idea what it was, didn't know. Come here from Sikkim. Just let's go.
Okay.
Just
I'm going to hand this
Get
back
in the
to
car.
Arden.
So Arden, here's my idea. You're the past mayor. What do we got there, Kate? A couple minutes? 5 minutes? Okay. We got this mayoral race coming up. Now, I know Joe Parsons. I know Joey Milton. I don't believe I know, is the gentleman's name Brian Ferris? You can't nod at a microphone, Arden.
Yes, it is.
How do you spell Ferris?
I think it's P-H. Go ahead.
P-H-A-R-I-S, I believe.
And he says he is no relation to the KP, Kenny Ferris, that we have here in Alva, that has been a long-time Alva resident.
Well, there's a Ferris on the city council, isn't there, or is there?
Yes, he was elected to the city council at the last election.
This guy that we're talking about?
No.
No?
Kenneth Ferris that's no related to this guy we're talking about.
Okay, so people are texting me, asking questions. So what I want to do is to have a meet the candidates, and I'd like to do it fairly quickly. And I ask you, Arden, to help with it, and you and I both, I guess, at different times have talked to Carly at the Alva Beer Company. Is that right?
Yes, and then I referred her to you this morning.
Yeah, and we had that conversation. She and I are going to talk again later. So what we have to do is to get a location and then go to the candidates and say, "Hey, can you be at this location at this time?" And if they can't, then we got to redo and renegotiate and stuff. But I'm thinking around the 20th, 27th. What's today? 14th, something like that.
Yes.
So 14th is on a Wednesday. So 7 days would be the 20. So maybe around a week from now, somewhere in there, we find a place for this. We can't have it when the Alva Gold Bugs are playing. We can't have it when the Winoka Railroaders are playing. Is there anything else that we shouldn't have it on?
Well, Wednesday night is usually taboo for religious meetings.
Good idea. No, so no Wednesday. Wednesday's out. Kay, generally speaking, Tuesday's going to be basketball. Is that kind of what you think? Or I'll tell you what, let's do. Well, okay, let me finish that thought. Is that kind of what you think?
Yeah, Tuesday's usually basketball day, so that kind of would compete against Alva, whoever else would be, just about everyone in the area would be playing.
So the 19th would be Monday, but I think that's Martin Luther King Day. Not that that's necessarily, but I'm not sure that. Well, we'll check on the location. So possibly the 19th, not going to be the 20th, not going to be the 21st. What do you think? Thursdays or Fridays for basketball as a rule?
Well, for next week, it's the tournament week. So you'd have Thursday, Friday, Saturday would all be.
You mean the Buffalo tournament?
Yes, Buffalo tournament. And then I'm pretty sure Alva will be at a tournament as well.
Okay. So, okay. We got some figuring to do, but stay with us, and we'll give you the information. It'll be an hour. It's a meet the candidates thing. Get Mr. Ferris to tell us how he spells his name and stuff. Tell us the difference between a Joe and a Joey and those kind of things. It's not as big a deal as it is in Australia here, but it's still kind of a big deal. So we'll talk to Carly. Arden, is that good?
That's the plan. And as I said, I put the ball in your court on setting that date because you know all of these events that are coming up far better than I, and we could get that together based on the candidates, the location, and whether or not you would be available for that program.
Good dodge by you, Arden. Very good dodge. thank you for being with us this morning in this brain trust. I believe this would be a brain trust. So, Rosie,
Yes.
we're done for this week.
Yes.
Next week, Amanda Schroeder representing the Share Medical Center, another service they provide, or 2 or 3 or 4.
Yes. She'll be a very good guest. She's very forthcoming.
Oh, she's great. I want to ask you something. We were going to try to do a show at the senior citizens place before they moved to the new place. They haven't moved yet,
No,
have they?
I haven't really checked, but I don't know that. Do you know something?
Yes, I talked to Edith on Monday, and she said they were shooting for the 1st of March.
So we, in the next month, ought to be able to go down there and do a Rose and Ben live at the place. You think Edith would let us in? Do you know Edith pretty well, Arden?
Yes, we've been delivering Meals on Wheels on Mondays for several years, and we have lunch there on Mondays.
So, Arden, would you mind? Do you feel okay asking Edith if we could come down, be a Thursday from 11 to noon, and do our show there? And during that show, if we could interview her or whoever she designates to talk about, we're moving out of this facility. It's been a wonderful facility, and here's what we're going to do, and so on and so forth. Would you do that?
That's a week from tomorrow.
Not necessarily. Oh. No. It's dang sure not a week from tomorrow.
Okay.
But it will be a Thursday. If she will say, do it on this Thursday, then we'll load the equipment up and go down there and do it.
I'll be in touch with her as soon as I leave this program.
But not next week. Okay. Man, we're getting some stuff decided here. I don't know if any of it's going to fly, but
It'll all fly.
You think it'll all fly?
You bet.
Rosie?
Yes.
The great thing about this show, of course, is you. And this is one of the few shows that, honest to God, gives back to the community. Ladies and gentlemen, if we could have it quiet here around the Alva, Winoka, Freedom, Cherokee, Kiowa area, Tea Garden, Avard, Hopeton area.
Ferry.
What? Ferry, Ferry area. We didn't mention Ingersoll. We cover Ingersoll. We are solid in Ingersoll. In fact, one of our biggest clients is in Ingersoll. Well, there's only one client in Ingersoll. Man, that's some good barbecue, isn't it? Wow. Okay, so Rosie will now give us Rosie's tip to live on.
Okay, since we have Arden here with all of his knowledge, I'm going to call on Arden. Will you give us a word of wisdom, Arden? I know that you have several.
Holy cow. Excuse us while we stoop to an all-time low.
Let's see. If it isn't over till the end, then it's not over.
If it isn't over till the end, then it's not over. Or as I was saying to one of my colleagues just this week, well, there's one thing about it. It's always darkest right before it turns pitch black. So, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you joining us today. Rose and Ben, the Radio Rodeo Roundup, always on Thursday, except when it's not.